Looks like a rabbit has come here and eaten my 4-month-old pineapple. Hey guys, it's Rob the Backyard Gardener, and you know, I can't catch any breaks. The whiteflies have been crazy. I go out of town for 3 or 4 days almost every week. I can't keep up with the treatments, and you know, what do? It's 100 degrees here constantly in Texas. I'm only allowed to water once or twice a week. Sometimes they'll let you know if I can water once a week or twice a week. So between the heat, mandated water regulations, which I get, being on the road and not being able to keep up treatment of some of my plants, and then of course the pests like rabbits. The rabbits are going crazy right now. It's time for a cantaloupe and watermelon series update. We've got a little bit of bad news on the cantaloupe, not detrimental news, they're still okay, but got to show you what's going on with the cantaloupe, and I got to catch up on the watermelon as well, which I'm concerned about long term. So let's take a look at what's happening. This is what you call a dying cantaloupe plant. I mean, really. And the whiteflies are back. You can see them all. Look at that. They're all back. So we, despite our best efforts, guys, we couldn't stop them. I'm just not here enough to treat them with neem oil consistently enough, which is fine. It is what it is. I got a couple of cantaloupes on here. These guys are really getting close to being ripened. Thank goodness. You can see the stem is starting to separate. I don't know if they're going to get fully ripened before they can come off. They're probably a week away. I'm actually going to be out of town this whole week. I don't get back from Florida until Friday. They're either going to fall or they're going to hopefully not have any problems like rotting if this plant doesn't hang on for another week. It's not going to hang on too much longer. It's just about dead. The other problem I had on this cantaloupe is I had to raise it, guys. You could see here the rabbit teeth marks. So if you recall, this one was hanging right here, just kind of settling right here. Rabbit was just sitting up here, chewing at it through it. It's up high enough now, he shouldn't get it. I don't know if this is going to cause any major problems here. I'm tempted to pick it off right now, but it's not ripe. You can see by the stem, it's not quite there. It's like a week or two away as well. So, I don't know. If I pull it off now, it's not going to be as sweet. It's going to be sour probably. But if I leave it on, it might get some kind of mold. And then it won't be good anyway, or at least half it won't be good. So I'm kind of in a thought process. I fly out tomorrow afternoon, so you guys let me know what you think I should do. Should I pull this off and set it on the counter, cover that wound up, and let it try to ripen on the counter for a few weeks, or should I leave it on the plant? Anyway, the cantaloupes are now doing very poorly. There's no sense even treating them any further. Let's just let these fruits try to ripen as much as possible and then tear these plants out. Another sad thing is on this plant where I had that little cute fruit set last week. Guys, he didn't make it. You can see clearly he never got set. So that won't be a fruit set at all either. That's no good. So we're 0 on that one as well. Hopefully I can get a couple of ripe fruit sets over here and hedge my bets. Now let's go take a look at the watermelon. So the watermelon's doing pretty good. It is getting a case of the whiteflies as well on this one. I've been treating it, but dang it, they're just going crazy this year. A lot of the watermelons is fine, but there is no fruit sets that I could find, at least convincingly find, on either of the Charleston Grays or on the Jubilees on these. You'll recall I have a nice fruit set, which I'll show you back here, but I have found a few more on this one. Let me see if I can poke in here and show you guys what I'm looking at. So we'll start with the newest one that I know is definitely a fruit set. We got one right here, guys. Doing really well. This was not here 2 days ago. He's already starting to fatten up. That's definitely a fruit set. Let me show you one a little bigger than that. If we come over here,
and I go down in here, you can see him right down in here. So here's another one. He's really young right now, but definitely a fruit set. So that's really cool. I'm excited about that. We needed to get a few more of these set before the whiteflies took over. And now let me get you on to the big boy. Look at the size of this guy in really just a few weeks. I'll put my finger next to him now. Matter of fact, he is, can't get my hand in there because I got this screen to protect from the rabbits. If I don't, you see what happens to the cantaloupe. But he's at least 12 to 13 inches long and probably 5 to 6 inches wide. His width is probably 6 inches in the fat part, probably 4.5 in the thin part, and about 5 in the middle. So he's put on a lot. From 2 weeks ago, he was just like this guy right here. So in 2 weeks, he's gone from basically just the beginnings to this monster down there. So a lot bigger. Yeah, he's doing great. So I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping these plants can stay healthy over the next several weeks to let these guys fatten up. And I'll tell you, I think my Charleston Grays, because they're heirloom, they're just a lot more tolerant to pests. Maybe that's why they're producing and they still look green. And some of the other ones like the Jubilee just don't look that healthy. So, I mean, here's a Jubilee right next to a Charleston Gray leaf. Crazy. All right, everyone, another hot one here in Texas. That's my update on the cantaloupe and the watermelon. I am going to be in Florida until Friday night. I'm really hoping that my cantaloupes don't get bothered and they stay on the vines by Friday. Next weekend should be a harvest video. If it's not, it means the cantaloupe have made a great recovery. I'm going to soak them. I'm going to give them actually something I don't like to do, but I'm going to give them a water-soluble nitrogen fertilizer just to see if I can give them a little boost to last at least another week or two. But if not, then we'll pull the cantaloupe off next week. The watermelon, I'm going to treat with a little bit of neem oil once the sun goes down, see if I can control some of these whiteflies and get a few more weeks before they really start putting pressure on them. But man, I for the life of me, I cannot rid myself of these dang whiteflies. And you know, the whiteflies are like spider mites. They just eat all the energy or sap all the energy from the plant. But it is what it is. We need to get it a treatment tonight. I'll probably give a good spray down and a treatment again tomorrow. And we'll just cross our fingers that they make it through Friday when I get back next weekend. As always, if you're liking the video and the series, please give it a thumbs up. And thanks for watching.